Welcome to the Honolulu Cheese Podcast, the pretty much #1 NFC North podcast. I'm your host, Matt. Joining me as always, my co-hosts, Ryan and Miran. Miran.
What's up?
You were right. Last week you said, I don't think the Packers will cover on Sunday. And lo and behold, they didn't cover. How do you feel?
See, the difference between me and you two is I don't dwell on the past and I don't mope. We lost a game. There's 17 games. That's not even a 10% loss if you look at the schedule.
They lost the game? Didn't they play the Browns? I just saw they didn't cover.
Yeah, they sure did. They played
to
the Browns.
To the Browns? The Cleveland Browns in the brown uniforms?
Hey, let's not forget that the Bears lost to J.J. McCarthy and he might not start another NFL game. But anyways...
I'll take the over.
I thought you don't dwell on the past. What happened?
Yeah, what happened to not dwelling on the past?
Aren't you looking towards
cowards and losers?
That's with my team. On your team, I'll always look at everything.
The old thee, not me. Of course.
Matt, look at it this way. Miran did not go to Disney after losing, so props to not leaving the state, at least. He stayed and took it on the chin, but man, that was
Here, hold on. Let me do Matt. Hold on. Welcome to the Honolulu Cheese Podcast. I'm your host, Matt.
Right, I was doing that for dramatic effect. It's called acting.
Yeah.
Played up to the crowd,
buddy. No, that's just the clinical depression that comes with being a Chicago Bears fan.
Well, yeah, that's, little from column A, little from column B, for sure.
Yeah. I feel like all that flat affect, and it was awful.
I'm doing great.
Oh, sorry, but Miran.
No, go ahead.
Of the Packers not covering the spread, guys, we have...
Matt, stop saying we didn't cover the spread. We lost the game. You
guys didn't cover the spread? I'm doing a segue here, bro. It's
all right, go ahead.
This is called a segue.
Go ahead.
So, we got Pick'em that a ton of our listeners and fans joined. Thank you to everyone who joined. Like I indicated to the people that I sent the link to, I said there might be prizes. So... there might be prizes. But first off, guys, picking against the spread is just impossible. I go through, and there is literally, when I go through on my phone, I do it in about 4 seconds. I never have a game that I'm like, yep, feel good about this one.
100%.
Like, if I think about it for more than 2 seconds, I will be wrong 96% of the time. Gambling is impossible. It's so hard. But how is our pick'em going, Ryan?
So in first place, all by himself, we have my boy Smale, John Allen, at 34 through 3 weeks. That's quite impressive, actually. That's more than 10 right per week on average, if my math is correct.
That's incredible.
It is incredible. He's got 10,
Shout
13, and 11. Shout out to John Allen.
That's 11.3 wins a game.
Thank you, Mino, for the...
That's incredible. I don't think Miran has 11 wins on the season.
All right, Matt, that's what we're going to do here? No problem.
Matt, he might not get there until week 7.
No, I know you had a good week this last week, Miro, because I had a terrible week, and I looked and I saw you had like 8 or 9. But your first 2 weeks were rough. I didn't bring it up because we forgot, but...
But let me just read the top 3, because these guys are all within 3 wins of each other. So we got John Allen Smale in first. We have Captain Redbeard, who's our longtime listener, Matto. Shout out to him. He's doing very well at 33. And then we have a 3-way tie between, let me see, D. Stromanine. Do you guys know who that is? D. Stromanine?
Not off the top of my head.
He's got
Thanks
31.
For listening.
Yeah, thank you for listening, D. Stromanine. We have Jose, fan of the show, former host of the show, playing as well. Got 31. Shout out to you, Jose. We miss you.
Possibly some insider information, insider trading for Jose. We'll look into that and get back to everyone.
Yes, absolutely. And we have Miguel, my boy Miguel, a.k.a. Trump _ 2024. This name's so stupid. Also tied at third with 31. So we got those guys, really battling out there. So shout out to everyone who played.
Yeah, if you ask Miguel, he's got the greatest score of all time. He doesn't have enough points. He actually won by more.
Yeah, ask anybody.
Fun
greatest
fact.
Score of all time.
Ask anybody. It's incredible.
Yeah. But shout out to you guys for doing the pick 'em. It is hard. I agree with Matt.
Dude, impossible. It's
Yeah.
fun just like looking because the first week during like the 1 o'clock slate, if there was 8 games, I got like 7 right. I was like, whew, I'm smoking hot. I don't think I've hit one since. It's just impossible. But yeah, the pick'em is a good time. Miran, that was all you on the picking against the spread. So we're all just in a meat grinder.
Wait, do you guys?
It's a
Do you want to know what place Miran is in?
the pass for cowards and losers, Ryan. Let's move on. No, what place is
27th.
Miran?
He's in 27th place.
How many points do I have?
Not enough. You got 18.
You want to place a wager since you don't pay your wagers?
You're not going to finish ahead of me.
You want to place a wager?
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'm already 7 up on you, so you're not. That's
Okay.
that's like a
Hold
full
on.
2 weeks for you.
Okay, hold on. Since you owe me a beard shave,
Oh no.
okay?
Yeah.
What do you want the wager to be?
I'll shave my head.
You have no hair.
Yeah, exactly. I'll shave my head.
No.
At first, when you said he owes you a beard shave, I kind of thought you meant like he has to shave your beard like barber's chair style.
No. He has to shave his beard completely because somehow he's a Pistons fan but didn't believe in them making the playoffs.
That's not true. I was scarred like Matt feels. Matt knows that
yeah.
feeling.
All
right,
too well, brother.
We'll figure out a wager, but I will finish ahead of you, I promise.
We will figure one out. Anyways, should we get to Woo and Chew?
On to the woo and the chew. Ah, I fucked it up.
Yeah, you absolutely did. That was
Forgot
awful.
woo. I
Please
forgot
try
woo
it.
was the bad one.
How does Matt get more white with this segment?
It's impossible.
I didn't know Matt could get any more white, honestly.
That's what I thought.
Matt's not
Let's
white.
head
He's clear.
to let's head
Well,
to the Gap, boys.
Well, shiver me timbers. Here's my woo.
Golly gee. Ready for some Woo and Chew?
All right, boys, but I'll get us started with my my chew pick. He was chew good. Jordan
There you go.
Mason, absolute stud.
Heck yeah.
We all kind of saw it coming, right? Aaron Jones got hurt. They played the Bengals defense, but I personally drafted a lot of Jordan Mason. I don't remember his exact stat line, but I think he ran for $120-ish and 2. Caught a few balls out of the backfield. So Jordan Mason, good player. Had him a little last year on the Niners. Shout out to Jordan. And then for my player, I'm going to go with, how about this? I don't even know if this is allowed because I'm new to this segment. I'm going with the entire Atlanta Falcons offense.
That's totally
I'm
fine.
taking Drake London. I'm taking Michael Penix. I'm taking Darnell Mooney. Bijan has been really, really good. Maybe not like top 2 pick good, but like reliable, RB1. But Michael Penix, he is finding out that the competition in the NFL is very stiff, and he continues to go limp among the coverage. So he is not getting the ball to Drake London, which I do not like. Kyle Pitts, he sucks, obviously, but he looked promising for like a quarter of Sunday night. But yeah, shut out by the Carolina Panthers. Their defense is atrocious. That's inexcusable. The Panthers are my player.
So when you were describing Michael Penix and using words like
Falcons,
stiff
you
and
mean.
limp, those were on purpose, or
I'm having a hard time understanding what you're asking.
were you making puns of the phallic sort? Let's just move on.
Really
That's
not.
okay.
I'm really not.
Were you making
really
dick
not.
jokes, dude?
Bro, I would never do
Okay.
that.
All right.
I can't believe you would erect a question like that and lob it my way. It's just, it's childish.
You got some
Ryan.
balls, you know that?
My mom listens to this show, Ryan. I can't believe you would even say
Our
that.
mom does
Shout
too.
out my
Shout out to
mom.
you, Mom.
Love you, mom.
How about we come to an agreement and move on?
Oh,
Hey.
touch
All
them all. That a baby.
Rod, you want to go next?
Sure. My chew player is, of course, the guy I can't decide every week if I want to start, sit. Mark Andrews. I hate you, Mark Andrews. Really hate you.
I'm convinced that Mark Andrews just doesn't know when the season starts. Because last year, same thing. First
thing.
2 weeks, invisible. So
And,
maybe
bro,
he
did you-
just thinks
did you hear
it starts
Joe-
week 3.
Did you hear Joe Buck trying to justify Mark Andrews' slow start yesterday? Yeah, Lamar looks for everyone else week 1 and 2, and then they open it up. No, Joe, he was bad.
Yeah,
He
I
was
don't know.
looking,
yeah.
he just
He's been a
wasn't
great
finding.
run blocker all year. They've made a big deal of that. He just has not been catching the ball, and I don't know why it takes him so long to get started. But he's also like old now, so he's got that excuse going for him.
He's not that old, I don't think.
Getting up there, bro. He's like 31, right? 32?
Probably like over Churdy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gotta be. Gotta be.
And
All right,
my-
who's your
my-
Woo player?
I mean, how can you not? Goose egg, CD Lamb. Like
I
know
thought
he got
about
hurt.
that. That's an injury.
You're gonna
I
pick
don't
an
love
injured
it.
player for your Woo
Don't
pick?
care. Don't care.
Oh, that's
Don't
Bush
get injured.
League. This is gross.
That's fine. And making fun of your peers when they're down is Bush League. But here we are.
Okay. Yeah. You're really above that, bro.
You're
You
down.
never do
You're not
that.
injured. We wouldn't make fun of you if you were injured. You're just sad.
All right. Well, the segment's called
Go ahead,
Woo and
Ryan.
Chew, and
Woo, we're over.
yeah, the segment's called Woo and Chew, and Matt and Miran both went out of order. They picked their Chew player first, so I'm going to do this right. It's a new segment for one of us. So, my Woo player was my Chew player last week. It's Malik Neighbors. 7 targets, 2 receptions for 13 yards, brother.
Did you see these targets, Ryan? Do you know what Russell Wilson is doing out there?
I know.
Not
I'm not
anymore,
even
but-
mad at Malik Neighbors because I know that Andy Reid, what he does best as a coach is he takes your best thing away from you. What's the Giants' best thing? Malik Neighbors. Guess who's not catching passes against us?
Giants' best thing might be Cam Scatterbo. I love that guy.
Oh,
But
now
I'm
he
just
might
kidding,
be.
But he's
yeah, no,
but
he's
fun.
really good. He's really good. Shout out to Tyrone Tracy. Moran's about to call him woo for breaking his forearm or whatever it was. All right. So my Chew player, Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan
Two.
Taylor and the Colts offense have had a resurrection. Like, I don't even know what to say about it. 17 carries, 102 yards, 3 touchdowns. I think it was his last one where he's just shedding tackles, being as elusive as ever. Looking like that guy from like 3 years ago when he just dominated the fantasy season.
When he's healthy, you guys think he's the best running back in the game?
No.
Yes. Yes.
No. CMC.
I
yes.
think, like, as a running back, like, he's unbelievable. He's fast. He's big. Like, he's not an elite pass catcher, but I don't think there's anybody I'm taking over him.
I mean, I'm taking Gibbs and I'm taking Christian McCaffrey.
Here
no
we
doubt.
go. Here we go. Oh
No
my
doubt.
God.
Absolutely no doubt in my mind. I like Jonathan
The,
Taylor. but,
the McCaffrey one I could see. But
I
he's
mean,
getting
really,
up there
like,
a little bit.
who's better than a healthy McCaffrey? Like, he's
Are
earned that.
we-
Yeah, for sure. That's
Like, I don't think we realize what Jonathan Taylor has dealt with at quarterback his entire career.
That's fair.
Oh, it's been bad.
It's fair.
If
Real bad.
if Jonathan Taylor was on the Lions like Gibbs is, he'd probably run for 2,700 yards.
Did you guys see the clip on from the Manning cast of Eli Manning dead ass serious asking Daniel Jones? So Daniel, you think you're the best quarterback in Colts history? And Peyton Manning just starts dying laughing, and Daniel Jones is like, "Well, I'm gonna say no, Eli. That's I think I'd probably go with Peyton there. Like super serious, like nodding on the
hilarious.
joke."
Those two together, like I know me and Ryan are the best duo of brothers ever, but like they're a close second.
Close second. I was gonna say them or you guys, and then the Undertaker and Kane.
There's probably nothing me and
sure.
Moran are better at than the Mannings at all. Like, at anything. Any facet of
That's
life.
not true.
I wouldn't
not
go
true.
that far.
Really? Name one thing that we're seriously better at.
Well, I have a forehead that's a normal size, and I look better than Eli Manning, so I got that going for me.
That's true.
And I haven't heard the NFC North podcast, honestly. So
For real.
I think
Fair
ours is
enough.
probably
I mean, they only have a weekly show on Monday Night Football, one of the most televised watched things ever. But yeah, our podcast is doing okay.
Yeah, if we were
Yeah.
given a head start, we would be fine too.
I mean, yeah. And plus, me and Miran are trying to watch Raw on a second TV. That'd be hard if we were simulcasting, broadcasting the game. So,
For real.
you know, no thanks, ESPN. But still, reach out. We could figure it out. All right, boys, let's get to the nitty gritty. Miran and I alluded to it at the beginning of the show, but the Packers letdown week. I know that you didn't go into last week's show saying that you thought the Packers were going to lose, but you pretty much nailed the Packers have a tendency to play down to competition at times and just not step on throats. So give us the rundown. What went wrong in Cleveland?
The real question is what went right, and it was nothing. Our offensive line just was decimated with injuries. We didn't play well. I'm not using the injury excuse. I'm not a Lions fan.
Yo, the
We
Browns'
just
defensive line, some of those Myles Garrett highlights are frightening.
did you see the one where he ran past our lineman and the
And
lineman's like,
he
Jordan,
yells,
run.
Oh my god, dude. Dude, what else can you do? Everyone's like making fun of that guy. I was like, he was trying to save Jordan Love's life.
But I wanna my biggest criticism of this game, and it's like without a shadow of a doubt, is Matt LaFleur. The amount of times that I heard Matt LaFleur, or not Matt LaFleur, the amount of times I heard the announcer say, Matt LaFleur game planned this entire week against Myles Garrett. He said he switched a bunch of plays because of Myles Garrett. Listen, Myles Garrett is great, but the Browns also win 5 games a year with Myles Garrett. So
Right.
to switch up your whole game plan for a player made no sense to me. And you can see how the game was played. Like every time the guy was in, it was literally set hike, we throw the ball. Like don't let a play develop. And I get the line
Or
was
like
bad.
the quick runs away from him. Like,
Yeah, it's just like
try to block him once.
correct. And he's very good. And I'm not saying Hutch is better than Garrett, but Hutch is a very good lineman as well. We didn't
For
game
sure.
plan against him. We let the game flow, like progressive. It's just let it flow. But
It is probably hard. You guys were still down the 2 guys on the left side, Banks and Tom, or no?
yeah, because they rushed Tom back. He played one play and got hurt. Also
Oh,
stupid.
that sucks. Yeah,
So
that's
they-
blows.
They literally practice all week with Tom as the starter. So obviously his backup didn't get first team reps, even though he has experience. It just nothing made sense what we did. And then also you're up 10-0 to end the third quarter. Instead of letting the clock run out, you call a dumbass deep pass and you let Love take a 18-yard sack. Yes, Love should throw it away, but also why are you calling that play? Just that's why I'm not mad. It wasn't like us. Like even if you watched us tackle week 1, every tackle there was 6 or 7 guys on the ball.
Dude,
Week
that
2,
was one of the things that stood out to me most when you guys played the Commanders. Every time there was a ball going anywhere, it was just jerseys. Just Packers jerseys everywhere. It's a swarm.
and the one play I'll call out is the 6-yard or 5-yard dump off to Fannin. There was one guy trying to tackle him, and he busted it for 14 yards. It was just lazy. Like it was like they didn't want to be there, and they deserve to lose. I'm not saying I wouldn't want them to win that game, but if they won that game with that effort, it probably would have carried over a couple games. So
Possible, for sure.
I think literally it's a throw away the tape game, and just want to clarify.
Throw it away
because-
or bury it? Should we bury the tape?
No, don't bury it because you can learn from it.
Okay.
It wasn't that
I like
bad.
it. I like
It wasn't that bad. You can come back and get it. But the one thing I'm excited about is at least it happened to a really good defense. Like I'd be more upset if we went into the game, and sorry, I'm going on a tangent, but if we went into the game and the defense we played was giving up 28 a game and then they allowed 10 to us. That makes me more upset.
More concerned,
yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Correct. So, lost the game. Lions fans all in my DMs calling me, brothers, we beat you. And I'm not talking about Ryan because Ryan's not that guy. Ryan's intelligent. But I got people talking, oh, yeah, the Packers are frauds. We have a new DC or OC and blah, blah, blah. That's why you guys beat us. Okay, dude. Cool. Grow up. But
See you on Thanksgiving.
for real, like, that's how I feel about it.
So
And yes, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say. So I think Matt LaFleur does deserve the criticism you're giving. I think we also got to talk about Rich Bisaccia, your special teams coach, who
Our special
inexplicably
team says,
it's what?
go ahead.
No, I was
No,
just
I was
going to
gonna say our special-
he inexplicably got extended last year after having the worst special teams unit for years. Like we talked about it, like bottom 5 every year perennial, and then you guys lose the game because of a blocked field goal. Like things like this when things are going okay, no one really talks about it. But then when something happens to lose you the game like that, I don't understand why he got it. I really don't. And you
I can
can't
tell
have
you
that
why.
kick blocked at the end of the game. You just can't.
I can tell you why. Because he's a player's coach and everyone loves him. That doesn't give
Okay,
you
bro.
doesn't
I mean,
it doesn't give you the right to be extended. But as a lesser coordinator like special teams, I think we can all agree that those coaches get a lot more leeway than a DC OC. That's why he's there.
for how long do they get this leeway for? I mean, how long is that guy's leash? Like we
He's
we
not-
made a video
fair-
about it months ago, and I'm not trying to go down this whole road again, but like, what the hell? Like I'm
be
sitting here
fair,
screaming at my TV if I'm a Packers fan.
If you wanna give him credit, the most credit, and the reason he got the extension is because he found us a top 5 corner in the NFL right now. He's playing like it. Keyshawn Nixon. Simple as that.
The also in defense of Rich Bisaccia, the block kick epidemic on Sunday during the first slate of games was insane. I don't know how that's contagious and what happened, but the Jets game, the Eagles blocking the Rams kick and taking it back for a touchdown. Slight tangent, but first off, that witching hour was why the NFL is king.
Yep.
Nothing can ever touch the NFL. No other sport has that level of excitement. And I don't know, there was just something in the air week 3. The balls were overinflated. They just weren't flying.
I think everyone, I can speak for everyone, wants to hear Miran's thoughts on the biggest play of the game that we didn't even talk about, but it's Jordan
I was
Love's
getting there.
fourth quarter interception that I've watched it 5 times. I don't know what he saw. Truly, I don't know what he saw.
I don't think it was that big of a deal. I think the play call was awful.
What wasn't that big of a deal? The interception?
The play call was awful. It should have never been called. You're running a short route.
Right.
He shouldn't have thrown it. Let me finish. But the play calling all game was horrendous. You had a 10-point lead. You weren't trying to run the ball. It was a bad throw, a worse play call. It happens. But the crazy thing is everyone's talking about it, and Jordan Love has the 4th best passer rating in football, ahead of your boy Josh Allen.
It doesn't matter.
I'm
That
just telling
play
you.
lost you a game. I don't care about his passer rating in football right now. Like, that play literally lost you the game, right or not?
No, that's incorrect.
But
Our
I
field
got
goal
news
getting
for you, bro. If he doesn't throw that
our-
interception, you guys win the game. Even if you go
If-
4th down and punt, you guys
okay,
win the game.
hold on. Correct. So if you said we're going to go 4th down and punt, why not just hand it off?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Why is he
It
throwing
does.
that ball? Miran, he's been in the league too long. Last year, when we went to the game in Lambeau, and he threw that pick 6 to end the half, which was the biggest play of the game, and that pretty much sealed the whole thing for us, you did the same thing the next week where you came on here and you blamed Matt LaFleur in the play call. At some point,
Yeah.
there will be bad play calls. Absolutely. No OC is perfect. No play
Ryan.
caller is perfect. You, as a
Ryan.
quarterback, hang on, as a quarterback who makes $55 million a year, who grew up under A-Rod and who's in his 3rd year starting at this point, cannot make that throw. You just can't do it.
Okay.
Fair?
It turns out the answer to Jordan Love or Trevor Lawrence was just the Spider-Man meme of the
Listen.
two guys pointing at each other because they're
Matt,
the
I'm
same
real with you.
Matt.
I don't want to hear Trevor
Matt.
Lawrence's name ever again.
They're the same guy.
Stop that, bro.
They're
You
not.
don't even mean
Trevor's
that.
really bad right
No,
now.
I don't mean that. He's playing bad for sure.
I do like the Spider-Man meme, though. We posted
But
it
it
on
was
Twitter. I
funny
told- I
because
told that
Trevor
meme.
Lawrence had an inexplicable pick, and then in maybe 5 minutes of real time later, after Ryan sent a message about it in the chat, Jordan Love did the exact same thing.
Yes.
And I was like,
Do you-
that's kind of karma.
do you know-
Or
do you wanna-
Kismet or whatever.
Do you want to know why I'm blaming LaFleur on that? I literally just talked about how conservative LaFleur was all game and how you were playing against the Browns and Myles Garrett. But then when you're up 10 in you're backed up, you go call that play? Like, it didn't make sense.
Miran, any play looks bad if the quarterback makes a bad read and throws a bad pick.
Ryan, I get it, but he was calling a safe game all game, and you're up 10, you're backed up, your quarterback doesn't have time to throw all game, and that's what you want to call? Instead of just handing it off and making them go 90 yards on you
I mean, bro, to
to
be
cut it
honest,
to 3?
It's not like he called an end-around throw with J-Mo and tossing the ball
Just-
to a receiver. It
just as
wasn't that
bad.
crazy of a play call.
Just as bad. It is when you have the best defense in football.
Bro, you got to stop letting Jordan Love off the hook, man. I know you
I'm
love him, and
not.
I know he's your
I'm
guy,
not.
but come on.
I
You
don't.
got to just sit here and say, you know what?
I
That was
don't.
terrible.
I literally just said it was a bad throw. What do you want me to say?
I just think you're kind of slicing that pie a little too small for Jordan Love. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
The pie of blame, let's call it, needs to be bigger.
So if you want my opinion and you don't want me to give my actual opinion, just say this is Miran's opinion. I'm going to speak for him. Go for it.
No, don't do the victim card thing. I wanted your opinion. I just don't agree with it. That's all.
Okay, so you want my opinion unless you want my opinion and you don't want me to speak it unless it's Ryan's opinion in shadow. Yeah. Go
I
ahead.
just want you to be honest with yourself. And I feel like when it comes to Jordan Love's and mistakes, particularly his interceptions, you tend to let him off the hook. That's all I'm saying. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Okay. Well, he's been one of the best quarterbacks since he started, and that's a fact.
All right.
So,
Well, not everyone's quarterback is making bad throws and having questionable decisions. The Bears are back as fuck, and Caleb Williams is probably the best QB in the league. No, I kid. But
In league history, you mean?
well, yeah, exactly. Maybe. Tom Brady loves him some Caleb Williams. Let me get that across.
can I say something that's probably going to shock you?
Yes.
I think Caleb Williams is a lot better than people think. And I'm gonna come out and say that because what he showed me last week, you were a favorite. Probably everyone and their mother took you, betting wise, and you came out and balled. And you came out and scored, and then Dallas came back and tied it up. It could have went south there, and you just kept balling. I loved how the Bears played last week, by the way.
The throw that Caleb made on the flea flicker, which I came on here week one and I was like, guys, DeAndre Swift, I was pretty hard on him last year. I was mad we didn't replace him. I was like, he looked all right week one. He's such a bum. Jesus Christ, this guy can't play. He can't break a tackle. He's down immediately. But what I was going to say was the flea flicker to Caleb. He borderline throws it over his head. He has to jump for it like he's Dennis Rodman to get the ball out of the air. And then he throws a absolute frozen rope to Luther Burden. Like that throw and then the Justin Herbert throw that I sent you guys. Two best throws of the weekend. Just absolutely filthy.
Was that flea flicker the first time you felt the Ben Johnson magic as a Bears fan?
I would say that no. I thought I felt it a little bit during the preseason Buffalo game on that first drive, like when everything was just crisp and hurried and on time and dudes were open. I felt like a tingle in the shorts area. But yeah, that flea flicker was definitely more than a tingle in the shorts area, if you catch my drift.
I'm sure Caleb would love to hear that.
Oh, I see what we're doing here. Yeah, let's make fun of Caleb.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I get it.
Ryan hates Caleb Williams because he's scared of him. No, but the Bears played awesome. Yeah, but take everything with a grain of salt, right? It's week 3. We played the Cowboys. The Cowboys probably have one of the worst defenses I've ever seen. I'd say they comfortably probably have the worst defense in the NFL this year. I mean, what happened to Trayvon Diggs? He was getting torched out there.
I want to say what happened. He was never good.
My goodness, that's possible. He was getting torched. Luther Burden, Roma Dunze, people were torching him.
Matt, when we started this podcast, it was, I think, the hype of all hype with Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah.
He was one of the corners that had 7 interceptions, but he also had the highest passer rating against him while getting those 7 interceptions. It was such
I remember talking about that.
It was such a fluke year. He's not good.
Yeah.
He is not good.
I don't think he's ever been a good corner. I think he was like right place, right time for that year.
Correct.
And the thing is,
on that.
when you trade your best defensive player and your defense looks like shit, you can't be surprised Pikachu face like, oh my god, what's happening? Why are the Bears putting up 31 on us? Like, you just can't do it.
Real quick, I saw a Jerry Jones quote that I had to go back and watch this clip 5 times. He said, if we think we could get an impact player on defense, we would trade some of the draft capital we got from the Packers. This
I told
is
you.
not. This
Bro,
is not real life,
Bro,
What are we saying?
He's gone
Bro,
full Jerry Jones.
I told you he said that when the trade happened. The day after, he's
Dude.
like, yeah, with the trade capital we got, we can go get an impact player. Hello?
I thought that was a fake quote,
Hello?
is it not?
Hello? It might be a boat. Yeah, but no, the Bears had a bunch of drives. That flea flicker was fun. They had a drive where they just drove, I think, 96 or 95 yards. They ran the ball like 13 times in a row. Man football. The Cowboys were tired. The offensive line is starting to gel. Caleb is just before the season, I was saying my goal for Caleb is I hope he looks better and more comfortable every week in a Ben Johnson offense. I feel like that is where we're headed. We head to Vegas this week to play the Raiders. With all due respect to Max Crosby, who's a G, the Raiders D isn't, and it's not the Browns defense. I'll say that right now. So yeah, the schedule lines up here where hopefully we can reel off, a couple more W's, or at least Caleb can continue to build confidence and play well. But, yeah, the Cowboys offense, the Bears defense played fine. The Cowboys offense, you lose CeeDee Lamb on the first play. That's obviously going to, take a lot of wind out of your sails. The Cowboys offense outside of CD just doesn't really have any juice. Jake Ferguson had 14 catches. If you're throwing the ball 14 times to Jake Ferguson, you got some problems on offense. Mm-hmm. All due respect to Jake Ferguson. Solid play.
Tight end 1 on the year right now, by the way, in fantasy.
Well, because he had 38 catches against the Bears.
I don't
know.
Go ahead, Ryan.
No, go ahead, man.
No, I was just going to say that play where, remind me of his name, Matt, where he ripped the ball from Javante.
Oh, Tyreek Stevenson.
Bro, that play. Let me tell you guys why I was so invested in this game, okay? I made one of my largest bets ever on the Bears this week.
Whew. I know I said to do that last week on the podcast, but I wasn't that serious.
Well, what happened was I took a bet to begin the game, and then you guys came out and scored, and the line barely moved, and I'm like, okay, this is disrespectful. Let me take it again. So, yeah, it got pretty heavy, and then I became a Caleb fan for 2 hours. Good times.
Wow.
But no, he definitely, Miran, right? If you were watching the game closely, he definitely looks comfortable. And granted, it's easier to play good when the pass rush is non-existent. And the Cowboys' pass rush was not great. The Bears' O-line is starting to play a little better. But yeah, I'm hopeful. That's the goal.
So I don't want to be like a wet blanket, okay? But didn't the Giants the week prior put up 100 points on the Cowboys too? And then they go to Kansas City and they just look like absolute trash. I think
absolutely.
I think this is more, and we're talking about our blame pie again. I think the Dallas defense is more to blame than the Chicago offense really coming together. And I hope for your case that's not true. I hope that, but I think they just needed a game like this.
That's part of it for sure.
It was the perfect time for you guys to play the Cowboys. You just got decimated by the Lions. You're not feeling great. We're sitting here talking about how Ryan Poles is an idiot, and you run into
Ryan Poles is still an idiot. Don't get me wrong.
Well, you run into a team with a bigger idiot with Jerry Jones and the Cowboys. So you
have to.
You won that one.
The Bears have to stack wins and good wins. The Bears can't come out this week and win 13-10, no pun intended, because I know you guys are going to go there. But they have to come out and whoop the Raiders' ass. It can't be Ashton Genty's coming out party this week, and you guys win. Stack the wins.
Yeah, no, I mean that's the goal, right? Go to Vegas, beat the Raiders, but the Raiders are in a similar tier of teams to the Bears, I would say. A team that has some weapons on offense with some questions at QB and an O-line that didn't look great initially, and a defense that's a little
Matt, you're being so
questionable.
kind, bro. That might be the worst offensive line I've ever seen in my entire life.
The Raiders' O-line is bad. We should be
It's
able to get
terrible.
some pressure on Gino. Yeah.
I follow these random
their
film
guys-
guys on Instagram that pop up every now and then. And when you take a closer look and you watch people kind of like dissect the Raiders' offensive line, I think we
I
can get a
love
sack
offensive
against them.
line breakdowns.
I do too. I think
love
it's fun to
offensive
watch
line
actually.
breakdowns. It's so
But
much fun.
like you say
I
here,
love watching during the game.
yeah, and like Ashton Genty's sitting here pissed in his second week as a pro, but he's got every reason to be mad. That line is terrible.
Yeah, but to be fair, he's looked bad too, though.
No, I disagree with that. I think he's actually looked very good, all things considered.
I don't.
Like he's had some plays.
Life
where you're
is
like,
different
okay.
when you're not playing Sister Mary's Basket
100%.
Weavers at 10 p.m. Pacific time.
No, but
you
I
know?
think he's looked good.
I still
but
think
I don't
Ashton
think there's
Genty's
anything
good,
he can
but-
do. I don't think there's anything he can do with that. With
Yeah,
that Swiss cheese O-line
it's
he's
him
got.
and Chase Brown have the stat that like their average yards before contact is like 0.3. Like, give the
Bro,
guy a
not
shot.
to get too much in the weeds here with like the fantasy stuff, but I don't think Chase Brown was ever a good running back. I think he was a volume king, and he just happened to be
Yeah,
in the right spot,
that's-
right time. I think
Yeah,
Genty's
that's
actually
fine.
good.
And you
though.
take Gilbert. Oh yeah, I mean one was a top 5 pick, one was a
That's what I'm
5th
saying.
round pick.
Yeah.
Like so, the talent discrepancy is obviously large.
I
but
know, I know.
you know. But yeah, the Bears are back. Probably Super Bowl 15-2. That's what I got for the rest of the season.
right.
Bear down. Ryan, on to the main event.
Yes.
Monday night Lions.
That's
I did pick the Lions in the pick'em to cover because
for
I was like, I don't know. I think I did. Maybe not. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll never be able to check it. It's not important. But yeah, Ryan, thoughts on the game from an outsider's perspective? That felt like a statement win from the Lions.
it was a statement win. I think it's probably a top 3 regular season Dan Campbell win.
It's number one.
How
Yeah,
about
it might be.
Miran this morning in the group chat saying that this is the biggest win of Dan Campbell's career? Bigger than the first playoff win in 30
Or the second
years,
playoff
Miran.
win to get us to the
What are
NFC
you talking
Championship.
I'm dead serious.
I mean,
You can be serious and be wrong. That's
That's true.
possible.
That's
This is
fine,
true.
but I say what I believe.
yeah, I mean, obviously the playoff wins were bigger for me. But regular season, it's up there with knocking the Packers out of the playoffs 3 years ago, last week of the season, and up there with the Chiefs home opener or season opener, where we kind of like proved ourselves to the world that first year, or that second year rather. So for me, like this was the first. I shouldn't say the first because we dominated the Bears last week, but like it was the Bears, no offense. So like no one was really sure. Like we had one really good one, one really bad one, but coming out like that and dominating in the trenches against Baltimore meant everything to me. And the way our guards were playing with Ratledge and Mahogany, it was kind of like their come out game, especially on run plays, looking like men possessed out there, like blocking 2 guys at a time, going to one, going to the other, just showing everything that we thought they could be. And I don't want to hear anybody question John Morton. Like, you've had 2 great weeks in a row. You had a dud against Green Bay week 1, whatever. The entire team played like shit. But we came out and proved ourselves. And the fact that our run game looked that good while also containing Lamar on the other side was everything I needed to see from our O-line and D-line. That was fantastic.
That was the most impressive thing to me. The Ravens D, I felt like, has shown some warts. The Buffalo game, they got kind of torched. That's Buffalo. So, yeah, the Ravens D, I don't think is, your father's Ray Lewis Ravens defense.
Don't forget, though, they're missing their 2 best players. Well, 2 of their 3 best players, I should say.
They were missing Matabuke
And Kyle Van Noy. He led them in sacks.
Sure.
At 13.
Yeah. I mean, those are big pieces to miss. I mean,
And I'm not saying that's before you guys all hop on me. I'm not saying that's what you guys dominate.
That's fair though, for sure. Yeah, but yeah, the slowing down Lamar was the thing to me that I was like, I bet Lamar over rushing yards, Lamar touchdown, because I was like, no matter what happens in this game, Lamar's going to go friggin' nuclear.
Well,
and he has some plays like dancing around the pocket. He's just a freak.
Because it feels like he always does go nuclear on us, in addition to every mobile quarterback we've played. Like, this was the big knock on Aaron Glenn when he was here, is why can you never just contain a scrambling quarterback? Like, Jalen Hurts, Lamar, like, the list goes on. Like, we've never been able to do it. And I mean, Brock Purdy, you want to throw him in there? Like
I
Brock
was
Purdy's
going to
pretty
make
mobile.
a Brock Purdy joke.
And yeah, there you go. It's not even a joke. It's real. Like that's real.
No, I know.
That
That's
really
why it's
happened.
funny.
But the fact that we sacked him 7 times, you could have told me that before the game. I never would have believed you. But honestly, Lamar gained a lot of respect from me last night because on the plays where he wasn't sacked and he actually got a throw off, he can throw the ball, man. He doesn't get enough credit. Like, he's not.
You know
To
what?
Lamar,
This
so-
is where I come in. The reason he doesn't get enough credit is because when he can't run the ball, he's an average ass quarterback. I'm tired about the pussyfooting around him. He literally, if you stop his run game and his mobility, he is not a successful quarterback.
Miran, I do think slowing down Lamar's mobility is huge, but he's grown as a passer like leaps and
100%.
bounds.
100%.
But it's the thought of him running that makes him so dangerous as a passer, and even more so than his running. When you watch him, to me, it's like his how'd you even characterize it? Like his creativity and like elusiveness in the pocket. Like he was getting out of sacks, sidestepping, going back and forth. It was just super, super impressive. And yeah, credit to the Lions. Like the Lions, they belt to ass them. So I'm thinking that if Ryan were here, he would say that this win meant more to him than the Bears win because, the Lions beat a real team, even though that would be a little mean and I would get offended, but it is what it is.
No, I don't like when it comes to Lamar. I've always disliked him as a quarterback because of his happy feet. Like I get his mobility is amazing, but like sometimes you gotta make decisions quicker when it's not working. It's just
No, that's fair.
like I don't know, man. I think yesterday, the Lions defense played very well, but it wasn't to the point where oh my God, we can't move the ball on them. Like the Ravens still scored 30, and the guy had no time. So
Yeah, no, for sure.
it was a good game. Good game by the Lions. Yes.
Okay, so I get that we still allowed a lot of points, but I think what was so reassuring to me as a Lions fan was just how many sacks we got and just that we contained Derrick Henry. That was a big piece of it too.
Father Time might be catching up to old Derrick Henry, guys. I take no joy in reporting this.
I don't know, man, because on that first drive when he scored that touchdown, he looked just as fast as ever when he broke free.
Ryan, everyone looks good on the first drive.
That's what I was going to say. It just,
Like-
the game wears on. So Derrick Henry used to look better in the fourth quarter than the first quarter.
Yes, that was always his thing.
And now it's flipped.
He just looks like a little, and God, I want to be wrong about this so bad because I love Derrick Henry. He's the best. But it's maybe. I'm just starting to see a glimmer of Father Time, which gives me no pleasure.
Yeah, and him crashing out on the sideline was not a good look either after that fumble by Hutch. Shout out to Hutch, man, by the way. You want to talk about, feeling good about a player again? That
Best game as a pro.
No,
He
I
played
wouldn't go that
awesome.
far. But
He played
Best-
awesome.
He
Best game as a
did.
pro.
He was dominating. Bro, Al-Qadin Muhammad, probably a distant cousin of me and Miran somewhere.
He's from the other group chat. Never
Free-
forget.
Freaking awesome. And I remember talking
That's-
about Marcus Davenport a couple weeks ago, and Miran was
Shout
like,
out to him. He's on IR.
dude, I'm done with that guy. We're moving right past it. But Miran was like, who are you going to start, Al-Qadin Muhammad? And I swear to God, I was talking to somebody before the week started, and I was like, bro, is Al-Qadin Muhammad that much worse than Marcus Davenport, who never plays? I'll take it. And guy goes out and gets 3 sacks, man. He got the game ball from Dan Campbell. Well-deserved. Shout out to that guy, man. What a huge performance.
Al-Qadin Muhammad, legacy game.
Hell yeah.
Ryan, who's the best team in the NFC North?
The Lions.
What would you say to pundits and listeners who say they got absolutely boat raced week 1 by the Packers.
Bro, what do you want me to
Here,
say?
let me.
Like,
who are also
so here's a week 1 was a long time.
who are
ago.
also
let
in
me-
the
let-
NFC North.
Let me answer this, okay? Here, this is going to be Ryan, okay? Hold on.
Oh, he's looking for props, everyone. You got Carrot Top over here looking for his props.
Miran's got the backwards hat.
Man,
going.
you look stupid.
We week 1 we had a new OC, John Morton, new DC, 2 new offensive linemen. We're on the road, like never know what's gonna happen on the road.
Dude,
Week 1 was
hang
a
on,
long
hang on a
time
minute,
ago.
Hang on. First
I'm
of all,
not done. I'm not done. Please let me finish. Yeah, like we go ahead. We know what
do
you're
I
gonna say.
sound like that to you? Is this what you
I don't
make
know
of
about
me?
you guys out there, but I got a hankering for some double mint gum.
Oh man, when I first watched that scene. But what do you want me to say? Yeah, we lost week 1. We got dominated. We got our asses kicked. I never ran away from that loss, even though I literally went to Florida.
Even though you literally ran away from that loss. I never ran away from that loss except for that time when I literally ran away from that
I
loss.
swear to God, that's like my new favorite running gag. Bro, I mean, week 1 was a long time ago. Like, we see how fast things can change in the NFL. The Packers were on top of the world heading into week 3, and then they lost to Cleveland. Things can change on a dime. If you get figured out one week, you got figured out, you got your asses kicked, you go home and plan for the next one. You know what we did after getting our asses kicked? We dominated the Bears by like 65 points. So let's do the same thing for you guys then. You guys got a little bit exposed by the Browns. So now the shoe is on the other foot, and you now have to prove yourselves because you can't lose to teams like that who are starting God knows who at quarterback. You just can't do it.
Miran, who the Packers got this week? Who we looking for a statement game against?
Dallas Sunday night.
Ooh,
I
Cowboys
swear
defense is pretty good.
on everything I love, Matt. If they lose to Dallas, I'm buying a plane ticket to Florida for my brother because there's no way he
Have
can
you
come
ever
back from
watched a Packers? Have you ever watched a Packers Cowboys game, Ryan?
that. I have. Yeah,
I
the
don't
most
care if
recent
they
one
had
wasn't that great.
CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons. They could
I
bring
know,
back
man.
Troy Aikman, Russell Maryland.
It's such a
Get
bailout.
fucking, what's his name? Charles Haley out there. The Cowboys ain't beating the Packers.
It's such a bailout that CD's not playing. But honestly, if they beat you guys without CD, don't show up next week. Take a week off. Use your vacation
you.
days.
I would like you to still show up, but I don't see that happening.
Especially after
Micah
that, after the
Parsons
Bears beat
might
them
have
like
Micah Parsons might have 10 sacks.
that. Yeah, that's a domination.
Or as Jerry Jones calls him, Michael
Here's what I
Parsons.
Here's what who found. What was that?
That was Siri. She's looking for how many sacks Micah Parsons gonna have. She
Okay,
said,
Matt.
I can't count that high.
No, fuck Siri. Listen, neutral party. Same question to you. Sitting here today, who's the best team in the NFC North?
I think the Packers have the better roster, and I think the Lions have a better quarterback. So if I had to pick one, neutral field, heads up. This is such a cop-out, but if you guys played outside, I'd take the Packers. If you guys played inside, I'd take the Lions.
Bro, how many outdoor
I think-
games
I
in
think
prime
both-
time do we need to win for this
I think
silly ass
I think
narrative
both-
to go away?
I think both teams are really good. 2 of the 3 or 4 best teams in the NFC for my money. I'm excited to watch it. I hope that at some point this season I can make an argument for my team to be near that tier and, playing meaningful football. But I think it's great for the show. I think both teams are playing awesome. Gun to my head, I think I would probably take the Lions because I trust Jared Goff a little bit more. But, I was going into last week, I said the Packers were possibly the best team in the NFL. So one bad week really shouldn't change that much. But it's a week-to-week league. So
Dude, I mean, this is
think
why
it's
the
fair.
NFL is the greatest, though. Because had the Rams finished off Philadelphia like they should have, we'd be sitting here talking about them possibly being the best team in the NFC. And I haven't even thought of them since Sunday. Like,
No,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? Like, it's just so dependent on what's going on around you. And if Jordan Love keeps on making mistakes like that, and I know we already talked about it, But
Got the
I
fourth
can't
best
get past
passer
plays
rating
like
in
that.
football.
What is it?
He's got the fourth best passer rating in football.
Okay, Miran. I mean, if you want
Speaking of the Rams,
hang the banner,
speaking
bro.
of the Rams, what would you guys give to have Puka Nakua on your team?
We have Amon-Ra St. Brown, so I'm good.
love Ryan.
Let me get.
I
You know
love
what? I said.
Amon-Ra.
I'll tell you what. Miran was over my house watching the game yesterday. Shout out to Miran. And I love watching Lions games with Miran because he can't like hate the way he does in person. It's a lot easier when we get on the show and we're not next to each other. And I told him that.
What, am I scared of you?
No.
a big-
no,
Miran's a big
it's not
internet
anything like
tough
that. It's like you're watching it and it's just going so well. Like it's nothing to do like that. But I told him this: Amon-Ra St. Brown might be the best receiver in football, and I'm not afraid to say it anymore.
I'm not there
If
with
there's
you.
a guy-
I love Amon-Ra.
If it's 3rd and 10 and I need a catch, I don't think there's anyone I'm picking over Amon-Ra. The most dependable receiver I've seen, like, hands down. I'm just not picking anyone.
God bless. Let us know in the comments. What do you think? 3rd and 10, you got to get it to one guy. Who are you throwing it to? Obviously, Justin Jefferson comes to mind. I think Puka is like a bigger Amon-Ra. That's kind of why I like Puka, because he's just like a bigger, and they play the same way. They play like running backs. They're just absolute dogs. Like, no disrespect to Amon-Ra. If you want to take him, by all means.
I'm just saying, man. Like he
baller.
literally hasn't dropped a ball in 2 years.
Yeah, no.
Years.
I didn't know that. That's quite
0.
impressive.
Like
Kinda hard to drop a
Marvin Harrison
ball.
dropped 2 balls since we started recording.
that guy. Man, what a disappointment. Imagine going top 5.
I can't believe how bad he is.
But dude, the thing about him too, and not to just go too off topic, but he gets open. Like it's not that he can't get open or doesn't have like the skills. He just, I don't know if it's a mental thing. I don't know, man. He's a weird player.
I said it last week. He's kind of soft. I don't know what it is.
Plays like a bitch. I agree.
So figure it out, Marvin. I got this Marvin Harrison Kyler stack in my main league, and it just makes me want to tear my face off. So that's great. Before we get out of here, I've been trying to make like a fun question each week to ask you guys of just something that, came up during the week that I'm wondering about. So here's my question. Is Russell Wilson a Hall of Famer? Was Russell Wilson a Hall of Famer? Is it possible Russ has played his way out of being a Hall of Famer? Has that ever happened?
No.
No, has that ever happened, or no, he hasn't played his way out of it?
No, that hasn't happened. He's a guaranteed Hall of Famer.
You think?
Yes.
Okay, I have a follow-up
I really
question
don't know.
for Matt, because my answer is no. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. Damn, that's such a good question. All right, Matt Stafford or Russell Wilson more likely to make the Hall of Fame?
Matt Stafford, hands down.
I don't think Matt Stafford's
Not
making
even
it.
close. Oh, you're crazy. Matt Stafford's going to retire with the most passing yards in NFL history.
I still don't think Matt Stafford's making it. Bro.
Yeah, and he'll probably also
you're
retire with. He'll probably also retire with more losses than everyone too for the first 10 years of his career.
It's true, man.
And
Matt
that's why he had
Stafford's a sure.
You think he's first ballot Hall of Famer?
For maybe not first ballot, but he's a walk-in Hall of Famer. When you at the end of his career, when you look at his stats, he's going to be top 5, top 3 in everything. He's got a Super Bowl ring. I think it's not even a debate.
Yeah, the ring might put him over the top. I don't know, man. I could just see him getting stiffed because he, like Miran said, he just lost way too many games in his prime, and it took him so
end of your
long
career
to get there. So
But the end
long.
of your career matters so much more to Hall of Fame voters than the beginning of your career.
Yeah,
it's
he's
just
kind of like
when
the
they
pseudo
rank
Russell
teams
Wilson when
in
you put it that
college
way, right?
Exactly.
Russ had all the
Exactly.
success
But
early
he was
on, and he fell
playing
apart.
good still. He was losing, but yeah, he was.
I mean, there were some people who didn't think he was playing so good.
I mean, yeah, Lions fans. So this is kind of interesting. I'm just pulling up some Matt Stafford stats.
So
He's got a
let me-
losing record, which that's got to hurt.
Of course he
you.
does, dude. He lost here for 12
hold on.
years.
Hold
a
on.
long time.
He's got a losing record.
He's only
got
3
70 more
games under, so he could very well end up over 500.
He's got 70 more picks than Russell Wilson. He played in less meaningful games than Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson played in 2 Super Bowls. Russell Wilson also resurrected a franchise that was just as bad as Detroit. And what else you want to do?
Russell Wilson also had the Legion of Boom and Marshawn Lynch, which cannot go without mentioning.
And you guys gave Matt Stafford a top 5 defense, and he lost his playoff game.
One time, and we got screwed. That's context matters.
Interesting debate, though. How many top 10 MVP finishes? How many top 10 MVP finishes you think Matt Stafford has in his career?
The thing that goes against Stafford too, even in these later years, are his injuries. Like, he's missed a lot of meaningful games. Like, even last year, he missed a game. Like, these are supposed to be like his twilight years where he's cementing his case for the Hall of Fame, but the guy just can't stay healthy. I don't know. I could see a world where Matthew Stafford just does not get
these
it.
are
Matthew Stafford or Matt Ryan to get in the Hall of Fame.
These are Matt Stafford's game plan. Matthew Stafford.
Okay. Some people think Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan does have an MVP.
He does.
I mean, Matt Ryan has an MVP, so like that carries a lot of weight too. I think they're all like in the same bubble with Eli and Stafford and Russ and Matt Ryan.
I don't agree at all. I'm so far away from you guys on this topic.
In what way?
What do you think?
I think Russell Wilson's a sure ballot Hall of Famer, and I think because he had a couple shit years, people forget about how good he was.
It's not a couple, bro. It's been like a long time.
But like eventually that starts to like weigh.
Who had more bad years though? You guys forget that Matt Stafford had years where he threw 20 plus picks. There's a lot of bad football.
He had 1 year where he threw 20 interceptions. His rookie season.
And then he had 17.
He actually only played 10 games.
So
that's pretty impressive. 20 picks in 10 games is solid.
It's been 4 years of bad football from Russell Wilson, if we're just being real about it. Like, he hasn't been himself since his last year with the Seahawks. Even that, he had some injuries and stuff, and I don't know.
His last year in Seattle was bad, too.
It wasn't great, yeah. I don't know.
I think you guys just judge him too hard because his first year in Denver, he had 26 touchdowns and 8 picks. And his last year in Seattle, he had, what is it? 25 touchdowns and 6 picks. So I'm not sure where the bad years are coming from.
I mean, just starting in Denver.
So this is interesting.
Pittsburgh last year.
Matt Stafford's best finish in the MVP balloting was 8th. Russ has never been in the top 10. That's crazy too.
Yeah.
Never in the top 10?
Why was Russ winning, right? Like, that is crazy because back in like 2015 he was dominant. I think it was 2015. Yeah. 110 passer rating, you're not in the top 10, that's wild.
Oh, you know who's got a 110 passer rating right now?
Yeah, so let us know in the comments. What do you guys think? Caleb Williams.
All right.
I know he leads the league in touchdown passes.
Does he really?
I'm pretty sure that's a fact. I think he does, yeah.
No,
Guys out there slanging the pigskin, Miran.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, sorry to everyone for my technical difficulties. I'm not sure what happened. Shout out to Justin Baker who commented on the live stream on YouTube saying Lamar hacked you. Totally possible. I'm not sure if Lamar's that tech savvy. He's probably resting his body right now after 7 sacks anyway, so maybe he is tuning into some Honolulu cheese. Who knows? But we'll do better next week.
Thanks for listening, Lamar. I'm a big fan. Do work.
Miran is not.
All right, Ryan.
So
take us home.
He's hate watching Miran right now is what's happening. But with that, as always, may your Kool-Aid stay blue.
And your head stay extra cheesy.
Bears are back. Thanks, guys.
Not. Peace out.